Hey everyone, welcome to Tech Ambassadors. I'm Jordan Chankis and I work at the ARC Westchester in Westchester County, New York. I work here supporting people with technology, helping encourage self-advocacy, and trying to provide quality services at our agency. In these Tech Ambassador webinars, we try and share tech resources that can help people with cognitive disabilities in their daily lives. Here's a link to a web page where you can find archives of our past webinars. It's a new link, so write it down because we got a new website for ARC Westchester a couple of weeks ago, and we moved around some assets. So if you go to ARC Westchester Resources Webinars, you'll find all our Tech Ambassador webinars that we've done. More importantly, it's okay to say what I've done, but it's also important to know what you folks are doing out there. If any of you are doing interesting things with technology, I'd love to know about it. Or if you're facing challenges in trying to implement technology, boy, I'd love to hear from you. And if you're doing something really innovative or something that you'd like to share with others, I would have no problems with making you the presenter of one of our future Tech Ambassador sessions. So give me a buzz. I'd love to talk with you. So on to today. We're talking about a free app that comes with your iPhone or iPad called Apple Clips. It's a simple and powerful video editing app. It's absolutely fantastic that these devices, the iPhones and the iPads, have so many great built-in apps like Clips, also Notes, Reminders, iMovie, and iBooks. You can do so much with what just comes with your device. You can buy other apps, but boy, I'd spend some time just learning what comes on the device. So today I'm just highlighting some features of the app. Then I'll provide you with a link to some free Apple iBooks on video and links to several clip tutorials on YouTube. So what is Clips? It's a simple but very robust app. It lets you take live video clips from your camera on your device, or you can take media from your photo library or stock title frames in a section called posters. You can then assemble them in a series of clips, rearrange the clips, and make it into a short video presentation. And Apple has an amazing feature called live text, where as you're showing these video clips, you can also record your narration, and they have pretty good speech-to-text conversion that provides you immediate captioning. And if it makes a mistake, you can edit it. And really a neat motivational thing on this app is that it has so many effects that can be added to these clips. And your videos can remain in your video library, or you can share them with other people via a lot of options like messages and mail and Dropbox. Here's a picture of my Jessica opening Christmas presents. I opened it from my photo library and just added a label and then rotated the label. As you can see, it says, wow, because that's pretty much her reaction every Christmas. You take a picture from your library. You just hold down the recording button for as long as you need. Like 3 seconds is a good minimum. And then while you're recording, you can also pinch open on the picture and create movement out of stills, sort of like Ken Burns effect. So you can zoom in, zoom out, do all kinds of interesting things with that picture. And no father ever gets tired of his daughter. So here's Jessica dancing with one of her beloved support staff, Paul. I went into the stickers part of Clips and inserted this heart, pretty much what she was feeling at this dance. Paul is her hero. So, there's so many emojis, so many stickers that you can add onto these clips. It's absolutely fantastic. And now here's Justin, Jessica's brother, and he joins us to show how filters can be used. So as you're taking a video, you can change the look of it from everything from a comic book look to basic black and white. Another part of clips are posters, and they're stock clips that give you introductions, subject headings, or maybe during the video you want to come up with one slide that just says something, and they're available to you, and they can provide some great visuals for highlights of your video. You can add a variety of music tracks to your clips and make it even more exciting. They have a lot of free ones that they have available, and you can also create some in GarageBand and add them to it. After you finish doing your clips project, you can share them with other people via messaging, mail, Dropbox. You can save it into your own video library, post it to your iCloud account, wherever. This is all great, but what do we do with this? It's a great app, I know, but what application does it have to people with cognitive disabilities? So I put on my thinking cap and I came up with some ideas. And after you start playing around with this app, which again is free, I emphasize that because that's my favorite kind of app, you can think about what you would do with it and let me know what creative ideas you come up with. Here's just some off the top of my head. So you can record an activity to serve as a video scrapbook diary. How many Dayhab programs go out into the community, they volunteer, they visit places, do all kinds of things. In this day of work, do good, we always have to prove what we're doing. And what's better than showing a video of some of our folks volunteering at local community organizations or going on a trip to a local planetarium, art museum, visiting a nursing home. It's so simple to do. You just don't have to take any additional equipment. You can do it on your phone or on your iPad, and you just go out and record it on the spot. For those guys that are going out into the world looking for a job, isn't it great if they could have a video resume that tells more about them than a sheet of paper that says they've never had a job? Let them talk about who they are as a person, what their interests are, maybe what they've done in volunteer activities. Very, very simple to do. Also, for those guys going out into the work world, you can create a mock interview. So you could have one person ask a question. So why do you want this job? And then you could record the answer of the person doing the mock interview and let him see what his replies look like. Was he looking at the interviewer? Did he seem confident? Did he seem nervous? Was he looking away? Was he fidgeting? Was he sitting upright in the chair? What a great tool to teach people how to get ready for a job interview. Also, I've featured many task programs where you break a overall activity into its component tasks. This is a really simple way to do something like that. My daughter likes to make coffee, so you could show a clip of a Keurig machine. Next clip could be her reaching into a box of Keurig pods, putting the pods into the holder. Another clip could be closing the lid, putting the coffee cup under the Keurig dispenser, pressing the brew button, having a cup of coffee, and then the final picture could be her enjoying a cup of coffee. It's good on these activities. I don't think you have to get so sophisticated that you create a storyboard, but even as if you made a list of the component shots, it would help in your planning, especially for something where you're trying to teach a person an activity. Say if you were going to bring somebody to a new job and they had to learn, well, the first thing that you do, you go into your locker, you put on your uniform. If you have a uniform, you put your personal things away, you lock the locker, come out, punch in, go see your supervisor, ask him for instructions for the day, and then go to your particular task. You say that you're working in the dairy department of a grocery store. You could show that you're bringing the milk in the crates on a U-boat, on one of these little trucks that they have. You're stacking it on the shelf. You're making sure that nothing is expired. You're doing all the things that you would have to do in a stocking job. And this is where it really becomes a powerful app, because at the end of the cycle, at the end of the steps, you can put any of those labels emojis, and just say, fantastic job, you nailed it. And a person can watch this not just on the job, but also at home. So if you say to a person, what do you do at work? They can review it for themselves. They can show it to other people. They can show it to their parents. How proud would they be? Mom, this is the things that I do at my job. And all of a sudden, I guarantee the parents will have a different view of their son or daughter. So you could do the same thing in addition to coffee. You could do things like, preparing meals, making a sandwich for yourself. You finish making the sandwich, you put it into a toaster oven, you come out with grilled cheese, a big sticker, fantastic, enjoy. That looks delicious. Really motivating. Somebody moving into a new group home, a new apartment, or coming into a new day program or a new job, it's one thing to read a piece of paper that's your life plan or ISP, whatever we call them these days, but it's quite another thing to find out about an individual. The other day I was doing a self-advocacy meeting here, and I met a man, very pleasant man that I've seen before, but I really didn't have a chance to talk with him. And he explained to me that he is not only a self-advocate, but he is a keyboardist. He likes to play classical music, and he also likes some pop music, and he goes around and plays at various community groups. Now, if I just saw him sitting there with the other self-advocates, I wouldn't know that. And it's the same thing if we want people to really respect each other and understand each person as a full and complete individual, we've got to tell them more than what's on a piece of paper saying their social security number, their diagnosis, and all that. Let's give people the chance to talk about themselves. For this gentleman that plays the piano, how cool would it be to record him at a concert? And he could put that into his little, this is who I am video. I'm sure that you will have tons of ideas on what to do with this. It's just a wonderful app. It's heavily used in the K to 12 settings. They use it a lot in schools. We're working in the adult world for the most part, most of the tech ambassadors, and we really need to catch up to the rest of the world, all the educators out there that have been using this for a couple of years. You could also, just thinking about it, we're doing a program now where we're helping people learn how to use iPads that will help them become better job coaches and job developers. How cool would it be for them to learn about clips and to do it remotely, where you just send them the video, they can watch it on their device. I don't need to create a meeting where everybody gets together, which all of us I know is one of the hardest things in this business. What are you doing next Tuesday? And people are in 10 different places. So send out a video that shows how you can use a particular thing. Or say if you have a behavioral need, maybe you could deliver a video giving a person some tips on how they can make that person have a better life. This is just highlights on my part, but there's lots and lots of resources out there because it is a popular free app. I don't know how many of you use the iBook store, but it has so many ebooks on there that are free. Apple has a whole series on, this one is Everyone Can Create Video. If you go on to the books section of their sites, you can download this for free. And they have a whole series of, and everyone can create video, everyone can draw, and all different kinds of things. Everyone can make music. And then they have another series that is geared at teachers. So this is free, absolutely incredible. And you can download it, view it in iBooks on your iPad, and teach yourself. Since this is a popular app, there's a lot of resources out there on YouTube. Here's a couple that I saw that were pretty good. And you want ones that are more recent, say like within the last year, because they're constantly updating the software and you want to have the latest set of instructions. So here's Teacher's Tech Clip Tutorial and a tutorial by Heidi Samuelson. And with these tech webinars, when I send out the finished edited version of this webinar, I will also include the PowerPoint in a PDF format so that you can get all this information and pursue it. Next session we're going to do is on September the 12th. I can't emphasize enough how important it is for us to collaborate together. Let us know what you're doing out there. Let's share that information. Again, I would be glad to feature you as a speaker at a future Tech Ambassador webinar. I'm also available to go out to agencies and tell them about what we've been doing. Lists of apps, how we're deploying them, how we're handling all the security and HIPAA issues that comes with iPads at a human service agency. So, give me a call if you want me to make a trip. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you develop a clip project, boy, send it to me. I'd love to share it with other people. Thank you so much for being involved with Tech Ambassadors.